Okay, we are here.
Hello.
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 Debbie's still chewing. I'm sorry.
What? I stopped chewing to say hello. Look, everybody in your chat know I multitask.
I
Okay.
know you do it really, really well too. But I was, oh my God. So there is so much shit going on right about now. I'm talking about as far as 90-day reality. Did you hear that Tamara Judd quit in mid-season of The Real Housewives of Ocean City?
Next.
Hi, Julie BC. Hi, Christoph. Hi, Debbie H. I see you. Snuggle Bunny. Hi. Failed foster mom. Hi. Let's see. Drea. I have no idea what you're doing, Drea. Let's see. Chantel Gucci. Mob Rat Hunter. Hello. How are you? Daddy's disappointment.
I like that name.
Thank you for the flowers. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Tell Mr. Rock I said hi. I was just listening to Lisa on the Tiki Talk. Okay. I was just listening to my favorite crackhead. Hi, Marcia E. Hello. Hi, Savage. Why did she quit? She said that real life takes precedence over reality. But I'm going to dig more into that when we discuss Housewives on Wednesday. There is something, I think her and Eddie were going through it, and then her son and his ex wife. So it's a lot of shit going on. Debbie H., before we get started, I'm on my 6th week of the hormone patch, and she can already tell a big difference.
Really? Send me the one that you're on, and I'll talk to my doctor about it. Because she telling me doing investigations. I got
Okay.
enough work to do. Just send me what you got.
Hi, Mr. Rock. Look, Mr. Rock said, hi, Miss Heidi. Hi, Mr. Rock. Girl. Whoo. Savage. I got sent something and I'm asking permission to send it to you. So I have proof. Okay. Let's see. Just want to let you know that. All right. Susan Dawson. Hi. A boy has a boy has dropped off flowers on our doorstep for my daughter. Should I be mad at him for loving gesture? No, accept them damn flowers. Tell her he better drop off a diamond next time. Shit. How old is your daughter? Diamonds, a Birkin bag, some shoes to go with it, a whole damn outfit. Hi, DJ Mendigo. Look, get him started early. You know, get him started early. That's it. Get him started early. Shit. Okay. Are we ready? So, this week's episode was great. I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Debbie, did you enjoy it?
It was. It was okay. I missed the first few minutes,
Oh,
but
God.
it was okay. Like I just keep on seeing repetitive storylines and
Uh huh.
tropes. I think the one that has me most upset is Marty. Um and who else? Oh, I'm ignoring the thruple because I don't really care about them.
Well, they're not
She
really
is
doing
your
anything. Lexi, what do you think?
About the thruple? They're fake.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. They're fake. They're on the wrong show. They're not for
Not,
me.
but they couldn't have qualified for Seeking Sister Wives because they do represent as fake, and like that girl, the wife from San Diego, Amina, right?
Uh huh.
She's sitting there telling the lady that they meeting in Mexico, like how horrible it was for her to leave her kids. But did she ever ask once about that lady's kids?
Nope.
I haven't heard anything.
Exactly. Like it just seems she's coming across to me as very, very selfish. Cause all she's in this for is the sex with this lady. And it feels like she's taking advantage of somebody who's in a rough situation economically, because remember she started out this season saying, I'm from a country where it's poor and didn't have any opportunities, and I came here. It just feels like she's taking advantage of that now with somebody else. And if this woman is like, what did she say? It's so hard to find your one and only, but then to find your second one and only, or whatever it was, your soulmates, or whatever nonsense she's saying. How you don't ask about your second soulmate's children, and yet you want to uproot all of them and bring them over here? It's not making sense to me.
Lexi?
Not making sense.
It just, it's too confusing. Like, it just feels so fake. But then why throw in, I guess for a storyline, throw in all that insecurity shit, which I bought it last week, but this week I didn't buy it at all. The insecurities, you're not, and you're right, Debbie, there was no question about how her life is changing. You're uprooting her. And
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen to that little girl? I got it. She only has custody of that little girl, but what's going to happen to that? How are you going to get her in? I don't know. It's just, it feels so,
Okay.
controlled. And then, that is the word, controlled.
Mm-hmm.
And then the husband, like, every time I see him, I just want to smack him.
Oh, damn.
Why? Why do you want to smack
Because
him?
he always has a stupid smirk on his face.
That dumbass smirk.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Oh, it's like I want to punch him in the thorax. Like, get that fucking smirk off your face already. Like, okay, we get it. You're with two chicks. What are you, 13? Like, come on. I don't know. It feels fake. It's really, I don't like them. They could go away.
Thank you. I agree. One of us needs to become Genie from I Love Genie and just go boink and make them disappear.
Go away.
So let me just say this, for a couple that we're not interested in, we sure have a lot to say. I don't buy their storyline at all. And then did you see when they were walking off how he squeezed her ass? And then you got to tell these people, oh, this is my girlfriend and my boy. Really? Seriously?
But
Mhm.
production does that every season. Y'all don't realize that, especially on Seeking Sister Wives. But like, if there's something unusual, oh, I have a third penis, and this is
Mm.
my wife, and she takes it in all three holes at the same time. Isn't that
Oh my
amazing?
God.
And that's what they do. It's just dumb.
Oh my God, Debbie. I don't
Well,
buy this storyline at all. And then for her to say, I got you something when they got to the hotel. And that looks like the same little outfit that the guy in the wheelchair got for the chick in Brazil.
oh yeah,
Same little outfit.
Ryan, and I can't remember the girl name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Brian and Ingrid.
Ingrid, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the diapers, the catheter guy.
Yep. Looks like the
Mm-hmm.
same little outfit. I think production must have borrowed it.
Well, I think Ryan said it best. She said that Amina has now become a intimate tourist.
And in Taurus.
I'm joking. My thing is when she was walking towards them and she was like, is that her? Is it her? What the fuck you mean, is it her? I thought you see them every day. Hi, Denver. I mean, I thought you guys FaceTimed all the time. How do you not recognize her? Even with the damn mask on, I knew it was her. Shit.
And she's tall.
Yeah, she's tall. Very tall. But
Right, sitting here next to me, he said he thought she was a dude.
oh my God. See,
I've been thinking that, and
we
I
thought
didn't
that.
want to say anything to be
Yep.
mean, but I had other issues to be mean about.
Yep, that
Okay.
looked like the well, she looks better than the chick that Brian met after he and Ingrid broke up. So I take that
Hmm.
back. I'll take that back. But yeah, it looks like something's going on there. And but we're gonna see next week where when Amina went to sleep, Annie and Mark. No, Annie and ooh shit, what's his name again? Matt. They had sex.
Yeah.
And she gets upset. Now, I guess
Mm.
she wanted to be the only one munching or doing whatever, but Mark wanted him some of her. So I don't think they have the rules down too much.
But I told you so. She seems very possessive over that young lady. And who is actually going to marry her to bring her here? Because I was getting the feeling it was going to be him, but she is
I thought
staking
her.
territorial rights over her.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to work.
No, they just no. It's conveniently not going to work.
Yep, it's conveniently not going to work. And then they're going to get on Sister Wives on the next season so they can search for their sister wife. Snuggle Bunny said her husband thought the same thing, that she was a man.
Hmm.
You're in St. Kitts and what? Oh
Yep,
my
she's in St.
gosh.
Kitts. I saw that. I'm jealous.
Have some goat water. For
But
me.
my sister called me and she's going, June is looking like our trip. I said, June it'll be, which I had already said June. So, but June is going to be. Um,
Ryan Round said something interesting. She
Wait a
says,
minute. Where?
mhm, it didn't come up on the restream chat, but I'm seeing it in the YouTube chat. She says they're like people always think a throuple is sexual and it's not. Cut to here's this sexy lingerie we bought you. You sure make it look like it's just
That's
sexual.
what is making. Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, she said, no,
Um,
from I said from the start, she's talking about Annie marrying him. That's what I thought they were saying on the boat. But I think
and
Amani gonna marry her or wants to anyway.
I
Yeah.
thought they
no,
said Amani was going to marry her.
Mm-mm.
it
No,
would be
Matt was
it
gonna
would be
divorce
better.
Amani and marry Annie. That's what they said on the boat.
It will work to Amani's benefit if she is the primary provider for that household. If he divorces Amani and marries Annie or whatever her damn name is, that way he marries right away. She is probably going to tell him, "Oh, we're still going to be a family. I don't need to give you any spousal support or child support." And then he goes and marries this other lady and nullifies his claim on any support. And if they've been married 10 years, are they approaching their 10-year anniversary? Because it could come up for 50-50. I think it's all like financially driven with Amani.
Hmm.
Mm, okay. All right. So since we don't want to talk about them, anything else? Anything else?
Oh, Ryan also says if Amani doesn't have US citizenship, which I'm not sure if she does, he'd have to be the one to marry Annie. Oh, ding, 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 ding.
Hmm.
I
That's
don't think
another.
Amani wants him to marry Annie. I think she is going to have a problem with that because Annie will be the legal wife
Right.
and she's already jealous. You can see it.
Right,
Yeah.
but Annie gets off on financial control over her husband and this lady.
Oh.
It's messy.
It is messy. That's why it's on TLC, unfortunately. But I think they lost track of this storyline. I don't think they thought this through properly.
Mm.
I don't know. This storyline is just messy.
You have to just want to toy
And it's
play with
fake.
them. Oh, yeah, it is fake.
It's
Like
just
there's too many loose ends with
doesn't
it.
matter.
Well, you know what?
Mm.
I'm looking forward to seeing them on High Investigation 13. I just looked at your channel when you came into Savages Live and I subscribed. I am interested in seeing what you're doing. And I subscribe to your channel. It looks interesting and I really want to take a look at it. So, all right. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. All right. Who do we want to go to next? I'm leaving it up to you two. Who's the big fish on the plate, or who's the elephant in the room that we want to talk about?
That unemployed elephant out on the
There we
island.
go. I knew it. Oh my God. I knew it was going to be Greg, Joan, and Lucille. Debbie, I had just put my pen on their name. I put their pen. I put my pen on their name because I knew you were gonna come for them. Go ahead, girl.
Let
Look,
me tell you, I felt Jones' pain to my tippy toe when he said he turned down a good government job because it wasn't his passion. How many of us got a passion when it comes to job? We can't afford that luxury, boo. We ain't living at home with our mama
uh,
doing our
He is.
jobs.
okay, but before we get there, can we talk about how this lady was talking about the hot water and how many showers Joan takes? I take 2 to 3 baths a day, or 2 baths and one shower, especially during the summertime. So is she saying they only shower once a day, every other day? Can we
I
discuss this?
It sounded ignorant to me. I was just like, yo, leave the lady alone. Let her shower.
You have a hot water bill. Is that the gas bill?
It
Yeah.
could be like her furnace, because don't the houses out there have like furnaces, if I
It
remember
don't matter.
correctly?
It's not gonna water is not that much unless you got a damn leak outside.
No, but you got to pay for the water and the oil for your furnace.
Well, I don't know
Whatever.
if they
It's
have
still water. Take a shower.
I don't know if they have a furnace, but Debbie, did you
Uh,
see the way she was looking at Joan?
I guess she expect Joan to go and roll around in sand or something. I don't know.
She
Like,
doesn't like her. Look at the way she eyes her, or the way she's trying to find anything to make her feel uncomfortable. Soon as I said that in my head, she says, well, I wouldn't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. I'm like, bitch, you do.
Doing an act.
well, oh. Go ahead, Lexi.
No, I felt like she's doing it now. Like all the, she just sounded to me so ignorant. Just talking about the water bill, talking about you don't want them sleeping together. You don't want, what is she gonna do? Like referring to her as not by her name, but as she
She,
or
thank
she.
you.
It's like she did, never called her by her name. It's almost like another being
Thank
there,
you.
not a person.
But
Just,
here's my problem with
and
this,
you
though,
could
right?
tell she doesn't like her. You could tell the mother
Yeah,
does not
you can.
like
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't like her. Maybe she's jealous because her son has a relationship. But Joan made it clear she is not there to take care of Greg at all. His mother's no, she's not there to do that. But the way she was talking about the bills, you mean to tell me one more person in that house is going to shoot your bills all the way up?
like
Don't you think your
50%.
son should get a
Yeah.
fucking job and take care of his woman?
I think that's the problem though, because he is a bum. He's living off of her social security and squatting in her home. And now he's bringing in somebody else. and he's not contributing. So like moms has a problem, but you need to take that shit out on your bum son.
On your son.
Mm-hmm.
This woman left a profitable job at the age of 26. She was making her own money. Now, okay, Ryan, I agree. 3, but during the summertime depends on what I'm doing. I
And
will, if I'm outside gardening. You think I'm crazy? I used to get up in the morning, take a bath, go outside and garden in Houston, then go back in and take another bath. Ask me, because I slept and I feel weird, even with the air. I need to get up and I need to feel fresh, to go outside, to get dirty, to come back in again and take another bath. I go shopping. I come back home and take ex Debbie. I can't stand being outside. I gotta wash this shit off of me.
you have to
Mhm.
remember, she's from Uganda. She just got there. So in her head, she's probably thinking, okay, it's probably gonna get as hot. You don't know.
Yep. But she
You
just got there and she started complaining already. Hi,
and then
Pamela Barr.
did you catch when the mother said, oh, she could take a dip in the pool if she's
Yes, I caught that.
I was like,
Yeah, but
what?
don't you have to bathe when you come back out of the pool?
Yep.
That's chlorine
To get the
water.
chlorine off of you.
The mother did not care.
Well, she could go out there and bathe and then give the regular pipe water to Joan.
Hi, True Crime Tribe. Yep. She Lucille to me, and I'm not going to say that the woman is racist because I don't know if she's racist, but the way she looks at Joan, the way she talks down to her, I don't appreciate it. You're right.
Ryan
I
said
pay
you
my
pay
own
your
bill.
own bills, not your mama. And bathe in the morning and night. That humidity, boy, ew, yeah, yeah. Cause
I don't
like in
think
the
she,
humidity, you ain't gonna be able to sleep.
Nope, and it gets hot in New York. But here's the thing: somebody made a comment in the chat. It doesn't matter what woman it is. The mother probably
Mhm.
wouldn't like them, but the way she looks down on Joan, to me, it's obvious.
So should they be on that, what's that show? Married to a Mama's Boy?
Yes, they need to be on Mama's Boy.
Oh my god.
I'm a Mama's Boy.
I don't
But this
I love
woman
a
should
Mama's Boy.
appreciate
Yep.
Joan because Joan is the only opportunity for somebody to get a job in that house at this point.
I'm
Mm-mm.
really I don't know if this is going to work. She's already feeling uncomfortable, and then she's talking to him in the grocery store about budgeting for the future. And he's just willy nilly picking up stuff.
mm-hmm.
This young woman has her head on straight. He doesn't.
How she ain't know all of this before she trotted her ass over to the island?
She's never lived there. She doesn't know what his spending habits are. Your spending habits on vacation are different than your spending. My spending habits on vacation is a whole lot different than what my spending habits are when I'm home.
I agree with you. However, a nosy person like me, while we're talking, I'm asking you about your bank account. Pull it up and let me see. What else you got? Where's your job?
She
Like, how
didn't
do
know
y'all
he
pay
turned that
taxes over
job.
there?
She didn't know. His mother knew he turned that job down. Joan didn't know till they're standing in the middle of the grocery store.
But I would not be coming over to nobody foreign country unless the person who bringing me over have a job. How did he qualify to get her over here
That's
on
what I
You
a
want
know,
to
I
work
was
know.
thinking
visa?
about that too. How did he qualify to get her here? Don't you have to
And
have
then
income?
don't don't say his mom co-signed because she's on retirement or pension or whatever it is. She don't qualify neither. Mm-mm. This ain't making sense.
But I think Joan has savings. But what she told him was, she said, "Don't look to me." But I think she does have some money banked. She's not dumb. You can see she's not a dumb woman.
Well,
But
I
Hmm.
she
like
made
how she's
it.
in the math and every she's like, oh, this would have cost a lot less over there. Like she was
Yep.
all the rate of exchange.
Drea said you only have to make 28K.
And so he's declaring all of these under the table jobs that he got.
Yep. But she knew he was living with his mother. She didn't know that it would be, what did he say? What is he going to say? He's going to say, what, maybe a year and a half or year. No, that's not going to work for her. I couldn't live with Lucille. I done been to kill Lucille and stuffed her down the damn, I'll put in the basement. Lucille wouldn't be
Thank
in
you,
there.
Tracy.
And
Thank
that
you for
house doesn't
reading
look,
my mind.
but did you see the house, how tiny? I mean, it looks big on the outside, but you see
Mhm.
how, and the walls are all, I don't know why the walls are all messed up there by the stairs, but that house is not that big.
Well, it probably just hasn't been remodeled in a while.
Yeah.
See,
I'm
because I
sure it was
save up
in
money to
vogue in
go.
like the 90s.
Yeah, I save up money to go on vacation. So
She
like,
did look a little hoarderish, that house.
yes, it is. It's too cluttered.
Yeah.
It's too cluttered. Shit. So, but what else did? First of all, why is Lucille out there trimming the lawn or trimming the yard, and her fat ass son is upstairs? Is that a regular thing that he just lets his mom? Well, I guess so. She does his laundry. She cooks, but she did say that he makes sure that food is in the house.
But do you think
They,
maybe, Miss Heidi, that was production?
It could be.
yeah, because I was asking, where's the landscaping company? Where's the gardener?
It could be. It could be. But she looked like she's used to doing it. She looks like she's used to doing it. I know my mother used to love to do her lawn until she got older. She had the weed eater and everything. And he's
Mm-mm.
feeling all on her booty. And, they compromise by leaving the door open. Girl, I wouldn't be leaving the door open when I'm sleeping and that dog gonna jump in the bed. And, oh, Lucille has something to say about her not liking being around dogs, too.
Yeah, I caught that. She's not accustomed to being around dogs, and she said it.
These people, they're not, I'm sorry. Lucille isn't making her feel welcome. And I understand it's her home, but you're not making her feel welcome at all.
Lucille should have never agreed to let her son bring another unemployed person in the house if she knew she wasn't going to be like happy with it. Period.
Yes, that was what's his face. And oh my God, it's the one that lived with the mama. Yes, it's the same thing from I Love a Mama's Boy. Same scene. You're absolutely right.
Mm.
Mm.
TLC ought to be ashamed of themselves.
They've been getting lazy though.
I'm just, I feel bad for Joan. I really feel bad for Joan. And Lucille, I don't like you. I don't like you at all. And I think you a little prejudiced, Lucille.
Yeah, that's coming across.
That's
Did you
coming across big
did
time.
you catch Joan's OTF when she was like, "I left a high-paying job
Yep.
for this"? Like,
Hmm. She was a director of a nonprofit.
She owned that nonprofit. So you know she was getting
Yep.
USA money.
But my question is some, well, Debbie, you asked the same thing last week, or was it Lexi? Can she work from here and still make her money?
For her NGO, I bet she could.
yeah.
Yeah, Matt and Kelly. Yeah, that's the two, Matt and Kelly. Which Matt has moved out. Matt is engaged. Matt done moved on from his mama.
Is he with a man?
She's with a woman. Stop it. Um,
Does
yes,
she like
Joan is
have
educated.
handsome features?
Matt hasn't come out the closet, okay? Matt is engaged to a woman. Although we know the tendencies are there, and we watched the way he looked at the bartender and everything else. He's engaged to a woman. She may be his beard, because his mama would have a heart attack. But yeah. Uh Joan is educated, and that's something else that I
Hmm.
think that's pissing Lucille off. You know what I mean? But her
Yeah.
prejudices are showing.
Sure.
That does look like a woman. God damn, y'all are so cold. Jesus Christ. He looks like a woman. He acts like a woman. His butt big like. Okay, let me stop. Okay, let's leave Matt alone. Let's leave Matt alone. Is there anything else about Greg, Joan, and Lucille? Is there anything else about them?
Mm-mm.
No,
Lexi?
no.
Wait a minute. If she was a virgin from Italy, Lucille might feel differently. I agree with you, Heidi. The passive aggressive BS is to cover. Yeah, it's to cover the. She's prejudiced. I'm not going to call her a racist. I'm just going to say she's prejudiced.
Thank you, Scotland.
Thank you, Scotland, because Debbie is a bad YouTuber.
I am.
So, um, yeah, I think she's prejudiced. I'm not going to call her a racist, but I do see her
Agreed, Ryan.
prejudices on display, and it's coming through on the screen.
Mm.
But before we go to the next couple, can we talk about Angela and Michael, please?
What?
I,
Like
I don't know anything about them.
who? Dirty
Okay.
Bird?
Dirty Bird. Angela went live on IG to tell everybody that she had a birthday and her birthday was all in the news media. Bitch, I never heard it. Michael had a birthday and nobody wished him a happy birthday. And that's because without her, no one knows anything about him. Number one, if Michael wanted his
Yeah.
birthday announced, bitch, he would have, you dirty piece of shit. Even the filter was trying to break loose from her fucking face. Okay. That filter was screaming, bitch, let me go. I'm serious. It was like George Michael. It was like George Michael. Teacher, there are things I don't want to know. I'm serious. You didn't see that, Debbie?
No, wasn't that on TikTok. You know, I'm not on
No,
that.
it wasn't on TikTok. It was
Oh,
who had it? Who had it? Who had it? I think Mary Pants had it.
oh,
She
let
was
me look.
She was up there bragging about her birthday, and everybody, her
Mhm.
birthday made the news. Bitch, I didn't know it was your birthday. And if Michael wanted his birthday announced, he would have announced it.
Wait, whose birthday made the news?
Angela Dean, the racist.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Angela Dean, the one that was on Murray accusing her daughter of being a
Mm-hmm.
hoe. The one that her daughter had sex with minors and went to jail for, who's a registered sex offender.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That Angela Dean.
Mm.
Okay. Her birthday
I'm
made the
so,
news.
I'm so mean. I am so mean, but it's the truth.
Judy.
The sex offender's mother. I think it was on Mary Pants or 90 Days something. It was on IG. And I thought I sent it to you, Debbie. But
Mm.
she still can't keep Michael's name out of her mouth.
Because that's the only way that she gets any traction.
And he's not worrying about her. She's stalking this
Mhm.
man. Oh, I found it. I found
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Mhm.
let me share it. Damn it. I want you to see how this filter is trying to break loose, okay? Seriously. I just want you to see the filter breaking loose. And it was on 90 Day Alexa. That's where it was. It was on 90 Day Alexa. And then Jack, okay, here we go.
I didn't have to tell the news, and I'm not bragging. I'm just thankful. My birthday was all over the news. Yeah, there was a birthday recently. The person thinks he's big celebrity, but no one wished him happy birthday on the Google News screen rant. Didn't I tell you? My name. is what made you popular. And now my name's not connected. God bless the USA and
Girl,
God
look at that
bless.
filter screaming. Look at his
Cut
skin.
that
Her, her dick. Look, look,
thought.
look. Her.
When it was my birthday,
But wait a
I
minute.
didn't.
It states right here. Yikes. Someone tell Angela we all saw her advertising her birthday weekend. She seems to think it didn't, she didn't tell a soul. She was all on TikTok talking about it's my birthday week. Michael didn't advertise his birthday. Michael don't give two shits about you. Look at all the crinkles. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that dick underneath her neck. I forgot what did her scrotum. That scrotum that I don't make me pull out that scrotum picture again. Girl, don't start. Okay? Nobody gives a shit about your birthday, bitch. You've been 57 since you came on the show. And I'm older than you, and you look 5 times older than I do. Shut the fuck up. I can't stand that woman. Okay,
Tell us how you
enough on
really
that.
feel.
Huh?
Tell us how you really feel.
I can't stand that woman. I can't stand her pedophile daughter. I don't like any of them. Sorry. And I'm not joking. Her daughter was convicted of sex offenses on a 14-year-old
Mm,
that she was babysitting. Bitch.
disgusting.
Jesus Christ. And you want to sit up there. Girl, shut the fuck up. Okay. Whoo. Okay. Lexi, who do you want to bring to the table?
I mean, how about Struggle Wig? That's who we with now, right?
Who?
Struggle Wig.
Struggle with, oh my
With
God.
Frenchie.
Yes. Let's talk about Mina and Mark. Okay. Alexi, before you go anywhere, can you answer this question for me?
What's up?
Is she really sleeping in that wig?
Mm.
Now he goes to bed with one person. I mean, he sees with the makeup, then he wakes up with somebody else different. Oh, okay. I'm
Yo,
sorry. Go ahead,
those
Lex.
scars are ridiculous. She even had one on her lip.
Oh my God. Investigation 13. Those scars, I want to know what kind of concealant she uses.
Yo, it's the best stuff on earth.
Jesus. Okay, go ahead, Lexi.
It's either the best concealer on earth or she leaving marks everywhere. She can't hug people.
Jesus.
That's a lot of makeup.
Jesus. And it looks like it's gotten worse since she's been here. She needs a dermatologist.
It's the stress. Martini Pat is my goal. That's true. Martini Pat was
Yeah,
fun.
girl, Martini Pat, I wrote her name down. Y'all think I'm kidding. I said, I want to be friends with
He told
Martini
Nina
Pat.
you can learn to
Because
crochet, and she said
she had
crochet.
the
No,
4 olives like I like. It wasn't too dirty. It looked like it was chilled. I just wanted to take a sip out of her martini. I did. I'm sorry. I like Martini Pat. Go ahead, Lexi. I want to interrupt. Go ahead.
I like how she told Mina that she can learn how to crochet. That she'll find things to do. Mina's
Did
like
she offer her dog stroller to put the baby in to go for a
No.
walk?
that's what I thought at first, but it was like, no, they could walk together.
Ah,
But at first, I'm like, is she offering the dog stroller to the
I
baby?
did
it
too.
sounded like it. No, I do love her. She's my future self, golden girl. But
Yeah, Martini
kind
Pat
of
was
lost
way
me.
too funny.
She said, you're going to be here by yourself. He's going to travel. You got a new life. But Mina said, there is no one over under 50 here. She said, Mark is the youngest. That's a retirement community. She said, who is her baby going to play with? The grandchildren. I said, oh my God. But I must admit, those burgers did look good, though. I must admit that.
But yeah, she was like, he's the youngest one here. Everybody
Yes.
must be 60 or 70.
Now,
And she was complaining about the food. She's like, I'm in Paris. Like in Paris, I get croissants here. I like I and I'm thinking I do want to go to Paris just to try their croissants over
just
there.
to try the croissant and look, and their cappuccinos. Well, my son teases me when he was in Italy. Oh my God. And then when he went to Paris, he was sending me pictures, but he bought that little machine they have that make the froth. And I was like, shut up. So I don't know what the
And
cupcake
then he
lady's
was like,
name was.
Do you like your cappuccino?" She said, "No."
Nope.
No.
I don't know what the cupcake lady name is, but everybody knew Martini Pat. Okay,
Mhm.
she made sure we remember, sure that we would remember her. But they're talking to her about Mark, who wants to please everybody.
Mhm.
Did you see the look on Mina's face?
Yeah.
The
She's
makeup.
like, "That ain't happening. He only needs to please me."
Hmm. Now, but when they went for that hike, I was like, Mark's pretty strong for that old, what, he 58? He's got the baby thing on his back. He's not hunched over. He's pretty strong. Oh, in good
Yeah, and that
shape.
thing looked heavy.
It did. It looked really heavy. I'm like, what the hell is he? Why did he get the strap with the thing in the front?
Wait, Drea lived in a castle?
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, she said I had an exchange student from Cognac in high school, and they lived in a castle, and one lived in a castle. So one of the
Oh,
students,
one lived in a
example,
castle.
yes.
Oh.
Oh my God. So she gets brio tonight, but
But Mina and Mark, like, I don't know. I don't know. I still think they're a real couple. I think they're a real couple. They're just struggling, and just as much as her wig and skincare.
okay,
Because
I want to know, did she sleep in that damn wig? That's what it looks like to me. And
it
who
looks
wants to?
like that, but
It
they
could be
everybody also
production.
wakes up totally dressed, right?
Yeah, but who wants to see Mark with no shirt on in the bed? Who wants to see that? I didn't.
Not me.
Jesus Christ. But when they're out there talking, and Mina is telling him, asking him, well, Jordan doesn't have to come to the wedding. Girl, I was weak.
Mm-hmm.
But he's saying that if he doesn't have Jordan's approval, he's not getting married. What about Mina not wanting to get married if her son is not there?
Right,
How dare you?
right. I was thinking about that when he said it. I was like, so you can say it when it comes to your daughter, but she can't when it comes to her son.
Yes.
Like some double standard.
Oh, this is really starting to piss me off, though. It really is. Because, first of all, Debbie sent me the thing where he said that, yeah, that there were other stores in town that was like, what is it, 20 minutes from him or whatever it was. But
Yeah,
you were right, Lexi
I
and
sent it to you.
Debbie. It was
Yeah,
production.
that was production
Yep,
because he's already defending himself on IG.
it's production. It's production. But I was sitting there going, really? You're going to go to a store? I'm sure they might have a Toys R Us there in Olitsby, New Hampshire, or something, or a Walmart, or a Target where you can go get a high chair from, or you could have ordered off of Amazon who've been delivered the next damn day.
Right.
So it's production. All right, Debbie, what you got to say going on in your head, girl?
Me, me,
Hi,
not a
Aries.
thing. Not a thing. I want to see. I want to see.
Don't talk
Miss
about no
B.
DNA.
Huh? No, I just want to see it play out. I want to see it play out because to me, again, it's coming across as if the American is trying to manipulate or sway things financially and make this woman accept things and people that she really shouldn't have to, i.e. Jordan.
Hmm.
Jordan should have nothing to do with his new relationship. Jordan is not a kid. Jordan is a grown ass woman that's living in Florida. He lives in New Hampshire. Your daughter should have no bearing on your relationship.
Correct.
I just
Mm-mm-mm. And
can't.
I still want to know who's that child father.
I knew
And
you.
of course she said it.
Of course, after I said no DNA, she still
Uh,
said it.
I
But
didn't say DNA.
she
I
didn't
just
say
said I
it.
want to know who the child father is.
okay. She looks like Mark to me.
She could look like a pomegranate for all I care. I want to know who that child father is.
But why didn't Nina tell those two ladies that she had another son? She said she wants another baby, but she didn't mention Clayton to them. Or maybe they cut that out when they were talking about kids.
I have a feeling they may have cut it out. I don't think she's the kind of mom to not talk about her son. I have a feeling that that was edited because she doesn't seem like the type of person to not talk about Clayton.
Yep, that baby looked just like Greg. So Debbie just being funny. And I'm not talking about the skin color either. That baby looks like Greg.
I don't know. Maybe I'll put on my glasses next time and look.
Please do. Please do.
Through
Because
my
you was,
squinty eye, I want to know who the baby father is.
trust me,
And I think, well, wasn't she like, wasn't she might not have mentioned her first son because she was like, I think they were referencing
thank you,
like
Vesta.
more children
Uh-huh.
and how the older daughter is like interfering in that or
Because Mark
commenting.
allows her to. She ran off the other fiance because she didn't want to sign a prenup that Jordan wanted her to sign.
But what did like if okay, here's my thing though. Unless Jordan just out for money, if she was so against the first kid, and I would have been cutting into my inheritance, I wouldn't have went to Paris unless daddy paid for everything and
Thank
I
you.
was doing it out of spite.
Okay, don't you think that Jordan had talked to her dad and had him get a paternity test already? Don't you think she did that?
She could have said something, but that don't mean he gonna do it.
He did it. She worked in a strip club. Well, gentleman's club. He did it.
Hmm.
He
Jordan
did
said
it.
so.
Trust me, he did it. All right. Lex, is there anything else about those two?
No, there's nothing that. I mean, they were kind of boring this week. I think Martini Pax stole the show this week. She was hysterical.
Martini Pat is my girl. Um, what about God, Aaliyah and Sean?
Aaliyah and Sean.
Sean is the one that's in Hollywood, West Hollywood. Aaliyah is in
Oh,
Brazil.
yeah. That's different. Like, do you think she should have gone as Douglas to the embassy?
No, I'm gonna tell you
No?
why I say that. Because
Okay.
even though the paperwork was Douglas, they know that she had all the pictures and everything to show them together when she was a boy. This is her truth, and I think she wanted to be in her truth and not go back to where she came from.
Okay. Now, do you think it'll be a barrier?
No, she's here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
She,
she was
she
here.
came through in the Biden administration, so she good. We could say
Mhm.
those words back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
She showed up to
um
the
So, because you remember, it says the day after the marriage, what the day after wedding date. They didn't say they got married, and then they go to 3 months earlier. So she was already in California. I don't know if she didn't show up or if her nerves got bad, but something happened because he wasn't happy when he was sitting there talking to Aaliyah/Douglas.
But wait a minute, y'all really feel that she went to the U.S. embassy though?
Well, she was dressed in her blazer and her boss bitch outfit.
I did
And
like
her
that
belly
pink
out.
blazer.
And her belly out. I don't think she went to the
The
embassy.
jacket
I think
covered that up. The jacket covered that up. Cause
you still
I
saw
wear a
her
shirt like
belly.
that.
You still saw her belly, and all she
Not with
went
the
was,
jacket closed, you don't see her belly.
yeah, I did, because I was wondering where she was going in that crop top. I think this was a reenactment. I said this the last time they were on here. They do a lot of reenacting for their storyline, and I think this was it. Even Jasmine's embassy appointment seemed more real than this one.
Hmm.
She got off on some random corner and started crossing the street as if she was like going, like, where was she going? Like, the embassy isn't going to be like downtown like that. Like, I don't know, this, it's always like a walk up to the US embassy.
All we
This
saw
seems
was
weird
him
to me.
dropped her off on a corner and she went walking around the corner. So we don't know what's around that corner.
And that's why I have a problem with that. That's why I have a problem with it. Like, they could have showed, didn't they show, who was it that they showed who walked up to the door to go in and then they couldn't go any further? Um,
Was
I
that
don't know.
no, it wasn't Sarper, it wasn't Michael.
Mm-mm.
It was Jasmine and Gino.
I like, for me, nothing rings true. Nothing. It's like, it is a reenactment, but now I don't even think that it's based on what actually happened with them. Sh There's a reason why she couldn't get any other visas, because she doesn't have a job. I've said this from the first time we saw
Yep.
them. He supports her. He is helping her with her transition. As much as he said he don't like it, he like it, because he wouldn't be bringing her over to the States if he didn't. He
But
needs to stop whining about Douglas.
He keeps saying Douglas is no longer there. No, but why was she living out of a suitcase? Because did you not see her zip up a suitcase?
Wasn't that when she was already over here? Because, like, I think I came
No,
in on
that's when
that.
she was in the room. She came out the bathroom after putting on some more mascara, came out
Yeah.
the bathroom, reached down, zipped up the suitcase, and then she called Sean.
But maybe
Hi,
she's in a
Jody.
different
Maybe she had to
maybe she's in,
travel to get to the embassy.
right, because the embassy's in Brasilia, so maybe she's in a different, I don't know, state, federation, or whatever they
Oh
call it
yeah, I didn't think
in
about that. But it
Brazil.
looked
Yeah,
like it was a
Brazil's
lived
super
in.
big.
It looked like a lived in place, with personal stuff.
She probably staying with a friend.
Okay, okay. Jody, nice to see you. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Okay, I didn't think about that.
Or maybe he got her an Airbnb or something.
Because the bathroom looked like she had stuff all over the place. I be looking at everything.
Well, Drea says that she was living with her grandparents.
She was.
She was, but to go, this was when she went to the appointment, right? Because I
Yes.
remember she had a
Yeah.
bag that had a bunch of clothes in it.
Yes.
I figured she had to travel to Brasilia to go to the embassy.
Huh.
Because don't
Could
she
be.
live in Rio?
Yep. Yep. She was living with her grandparents because they accepted her. They finally accepted her. Yes. Okay.
And that's two different, like, areas, right?
But that
Brazil
was
is
yeah, but that
different
was a
than,
boss ass outfit. I love that jacket. I
so
like the
she
flare of the pants. I like the shoes she put on to go with it. She was boss bitching it.
so when's she gonna learn how to walk?
Debbie, I wasn't even going to mention anything but her
Then
walking.
she
Okay.
gonna learn how to walk because
I
she was
mean,
like she was hauling coal.
Yep,
she
but
was
she's
she was
always
walking like a
barefoot,
dude.
though. Go ahead,
Mm-mm.
Lexi. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying she was walking like a dude. She hasn't fully transitioned. That's all.
Mm-mm. She must be packing.
That's what I was thinking. And where is she tucking it at? But when she was on a beach with her friend, which I don't remember they ever showed his name, they probably did. Did you see the way he was rubbing her hands? I'm like, tell me
Yeah.
you never slept with this man. She does look
Mm.
thinner. She does look thinner. She's not as masculine as she was. She's getting, she wants to feel, she said she always felt like a girl
Feminine.
anyway, but she
Yeah.
was really masculine when we saw her. Now looks
She,
like, except for her arms and shoulder, is still big though.
She
right,
got a
but she
broad
had
back.
a lot of muscle mass. Remember, she
Yes,
had a lot of muscle mass. Like her thighs were amazing, but like I think she's like hopefully she's toning and she's decreasing the muscle mass. It's gonna take time though,
probably
and
so.
her shoulders are beautiful.
Yep, her
She
shoulders
got.
are. I love her coloring. I really
Mhm.
do. And I like the ponytail. But Douglas is blaming him, not Douglas. Sean is blaming himself because he turned her into Aaliyah was born, when he went and she got on that float and he took her shopping for a wig and outfit. He did
I
that.
didn't buy that bullshit last season. I'm not
You're
buying
not
it
gonna
now.
buy it this season. I got you. I got you. But I forgot it was Love in Paradise they were on at first, and then they went on uh before the 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
So this is their third season.
Yes.
Thank you,
Oh damn!
Ryan.
I have
Yep.
never heard of them.
Yep. But they were on Love in Paradise. I remember that. No, because I didn't remember, but Debbie told me. Then I went back and found their season and watched it.
Yeah, because you
Yep.
don't you didn't watch Love in Paradise at that
Nope.
point. You didn't
Nope. But
like
I
it.
went back and I found their season and I watched it. So, and then they did before the 90 days.
Hmm.
So, and Debbie said then it was a reenactment. She says they're already married. And I remember looking at his finger, he had a ring on it. So,
Mm.
can we go to Maddie, Mahadi, and Stevie, please?
Marty.
Mahdi and Stevie.
Mm.
Go,
She
Debbie.
got boobies. She got boobies everywhere. And that's what I took from it.
He doesn't like cats.
Nope,
Oh
it's
yeah.
against his thing. He said his mom told him that if they touch cats were unclean and they would get sick.
And she felt offended that he wanted to wash his hands.
But don't you know this about his culture?
Bingo.
That's what I was wondering.
Wouldn't you know these things? She's been there. Or they met in Turkey, wherever. But don't you think she would know this?
You
He
Mm.
would
is scared of that damn cat.
you would think so. You would think that it would have come up in a conversation.
He said cats live outside in Iran the same way that Joan feels about dogs.
Yep.
Dogs live outside.
Yep.
I would think you would familiarize yourself with somebody else's country.
Or culture or religion or day-to-day life.
And the fact that you even know that his religion and about clothing and nudity, you still didn't put these pictures away.
Or at least tell him about it.
Thank you. I'm just, I, I don't know what to think about her. She's not, I thought she was going to be so different, but she's not telling him the truth on things. She's been uh
She lied to her
intentionally,
dad.
yeah, misleading him on things. Um, and then he said that he was wondering if she was into women. Didn't he say that
Yeah, he
she's
did.
mentioned something about that before?
Because he said there were a lot of pictures of naked women of the breasts.
Yeah, but didn't he said she mentioned that something about her and women before? And he said if he finds out that she was bisexual, he wouldn't be able to do that.
Right, he did say that.
Ryan, I know I'm asking too much. Every year I be hopeful. Okay, every season I'm hopeful,
That you
but
have one person that says, "Hey, maybe there's culture outside of America. Let's respect it."
We did have one person. That girl that converted to Muslim.
Avery.
Yes,
Avery
Avery.
is in the
Yeah.
hospital. She has lupus really bad. Matter of fact, I thought I posted it. Avery has lupus, and she has another autoimmune, and she was in a hospital for treatment this past week.
I'm sad to hear that. I liked her.
I love Avery. Not
Hmm.
liked her. You like her. I love Avery. She knew the culture. She had already converted before she met her husband.
Hmm.
So she understood the culture. Her mom was a little embarrassing, when he went over there for them to get married. But Avery handled everything like a champ. And David and Annie had a baby.
They had the baby.
Oh, the baby was born?
I'm trying to get an
Oh,
update.
she's in
Baby
labor.
in the hospital.
Yep. Well, I saw them posting some stuff. I think she had went in for a checkup or something. I just don't like David. He left a bad taste in my mouth when he was on that show, and the way he brought her over here, they were basically bouncing from pillow to post. He left a bad taste in my mouth. I don't like David, but I give him credit. He did market the two of them really well. He did a great job of marketing them.
You mean marketing her? Because
Her,
nobody
him,
gives a damn
yeah, with
about
her
him.
cooking and everything else, because Annie can cook. Look, yeah, Avery is beautiful. Okay,
Yeah,
by
I
tomorrow,
appreciate
our
it.
time, she will have the baby. Why are they gonna
Mm.
make her wait? If she's in that much pain, give the woman a C-section. Shit, get it over with. They done bought property over there in Thailand or wherever she's from. They have two condos that they rent out. So
Oh my God, Ryan, I was thinking the same thing. He's filming it all on his iPhone so that he could sell it to TLC.
probably so.
Ew.
He does. He markets them her really well. He does. But you never heard anything else about his son
Mm.
that got shot. It was in really, really bad shape. You don't hear anything else about his daughter, but he says that his daughter and Annie really get along really well right now, but you don't see them. But then they were trying to adopt Annie's nephew and bring him here. I think the nephew and the niece came for a summer, but then they went back.
Yeah.
I don't think they were
So,
too interested in coming over here. Because remember
huh?
they did that special? They did the
Yep.
special on them going over to bring them and they was going to the embassy and all of that.
Yep. I
Neither
remember.
one of those kids looked excited about coming to the States.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. It was just for TLC because they never came. I think they came for a summer or for a few weeks and then they went back because they're not here.
Hmm.
Susie that comes in the chat, she, David, and Annie are really good friends.
Hmm.
And she gets mad when I
Mm.
talk about them. But they're matter of fact, Susie was actually on one season. Remember that season when C19 was going and they brought toilet paper? That was Susie's house that they brought the toilet paper to.
Mm.
That was Sassy Susie's house.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yep, the brother and the cousin. Yep. So that was Sassy Susie's house where they went over at. Yes. So yep, she knows them really well. Um, oh, her brother's in school, and the other one is married and preggers too. Okay, got it.
Nice.
Um, can we get with yeah, let's finish with Maddie and Stevie. Stevie lied to Maddie about her dad. She only
Mm-hmm.
told her dad the day before he came. Did you see the look on this man's face and the hurt in his
Yeah.
eyes?
Yep.
Because she's setting him up for failure.
And he even
He told
said
her
it. He
point
just
blank.
has, yeah, he even said it. He just has one shot to make
Hmm.
this man like him.
And that she had a year to tell her pops.
Mm-hmm. To prep the way, and she didn't do it.
Hmm. And because he's like, you know how they think about, where I'm from. Like, I felt bad for him. He had every right to tell her what he told her.
But he said, and I like the way he said it. He said, she lied to me and her father. And then
Yep.
she goes, well, I didn't know I had, I didn't. He said, you had a whole year to tell him. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know it was gonna be so quick. And he was like, you had a year.
Hmm.
He's not letting her get away with anything.
Good.
But how do you start? And he's right. How do you start a relationship off like that?
And then, like, how he would feel if he was like some sort of secret for her. Was she ashamed? And then
See,
on top of that, I think he thinks it's disrespectful to her father that she
yep,
sprung it on him the day before.
Right.
And like from their culture, they respect their elders, and I think he sees that as disrespectful.
yep, because that's what I said. When he said that not only did she lie to me, but she lied to her father.
Mm-hmm.
That to
That's a
me
big
spoke
no-no.
volumes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so next week her daddy's going to ask if he's jihad. See, she didn't tell her dad anything about him, but my question is, was she telling him that her dad knew? Drea, yes, this season is pretty good. Seriously, so far. I'm not Drea, Jody. This season is pretty good so far. It really is really good so far. But
And you know what? You're right, Miss Heidi. He's probably thinking, why is she hiding me? Is she ashamed of me? Is she
exactly.
embarrassed by me? Is
But
that, you know, does she not
she's not
want
even
people to
giving him a
know about
chance.
me?
Yeah, but she's not even giving him a chance to
Or
trying to
is
get,
she hiding something from him?
I'm thinking that too. But what could she be hiding from him though?
Another guy.
A guy or girl?
Who cares? But another something.
Debbie,
You
any
got
thoughts
one
on that
got
one?
one person in hiding and one person who's not in hiding. I mean, it's possible.
Okay, Drea, we can discuss Sean's house. Yes, we can.
Sean's out.
Sean's house.
Oh, yeah. Sean got
Sean has
money.
money.
Sean got money. But I told you he had money because he was
Yep.
bi-coastal with his business, and he was providing for her down in Brazil and God knows how many others.
But he has 3 kids. Okay. Um, and he's in West Hollywood. That's
Mhm.
expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, ho.
That's expensive. When I heard West Hollywood, I'm like, wait a minute, brother. But then when I saw that antique table, and then he was talking about all the movies
All
that
the
he,
stuff that he has in the
yep.
house.
And then the dress from Barbara Streisand. I remember that damn movie when she had
I
that dress on.
I wonder if he got some of his collections from remember Debbie Reynolds had a huge collection because she had like at one time a Hollywood movie museum, and she used to
Ooh,
buy all of like the costumes and stuff like that. I
yes.
wonder if her estate sold that when she passed.
Well, he said he loves to auction. He said his wallet is really getting mad about all these auctions.
Mhm. Well, they would have auctioned off all of that stuff.
Yep, that house he said was
Mhm.
allegedly built by Charlie Chaplin.
That, let me tell you, that's a selling point. He that ain't cheap. That ain't cheap.
But he's not just a hairdresser. He is a hairdresser to the fucking stars. He
Yeah.
makes money.
And he's got a long, credible resume. Did you like his picture with his ex-wife?
That was back in the 70s, maybe with all the frizzy hair. He looked
I
good.
thought the 80s. Yeah, I loved it.
But he said after his divorce, he identified as gay, which makes me go,
Mhm.
was that a catalyst to your divorce?
Hmm.
Probably.
But he's got 3 kids, 3 grown kids.
Yeah, she did. She had the yeah, she did have the one of the 3 pairs of the ruby shoes from the Wizard of Oz. She had
Yep.
an amazing collection.
And he has his own well, I don't know if he has his own salon, but do you see all the collectibles in his barbershop room?
Mm-hmm.
I was
That
like,
house, the interior of that house is worth more than the actual house, and the house is worth a lot.
what kind of dog is that? Is that a sheep dog? A sheep? What do you call it?
I
Because
didn't
now
see
he's
the
trying to
dog.
trait train the dog.
Hmm.
Oh,
And not have the dog sleep on the bed.
Yep, because he said Aaliyah won't like that. And he was supposed to have the dog crate trained.
well, Aaliyah can stay in Brazil.
But
You
I
Wow.
like
come into the man house, and you're his dependent. Put up with the dog.
but I like what he said, he was giving us the tour and he went in the bedroom. He said, here's where the action takes place. I'm like, don't say that. Because has Aaliyah been there yet? Look, has Aaliyah been there yet?
But you remember last season where they were talking about his friend, quote unquote, that of
Yes.
course he's not staying celibate while she's down in Brazil and he's up here by himself. He got his friend that used to be his boyfriend, but now they just friends.
Mm.
Mm. Can't wait for him to show up.
Do you think the friend lives there?
I
Like
think the
Kato
friend is
Caitlin?
also a
Look, look,
dependent.
look,
Or
look,
the
like
friend
Kato
that's a
Caitlin?
permanent key.
What?
You think the
I,
friend has a permanent key?
I no. Mm-mm. I think the friend, I think they rendezvous a lot. Um,
is this
I
the friend he
think,
had the salon with? Or they work together at the salon? The one that,
mm, from
the
what
one,
I gather, they used to be together, but then they parted ways, but they stayed like friends with benefits.
I
Like
forgot
whenever
about that.
somebody had an itch to scratch.
Ryan just reminded me, and you
Mm.
probably, that he was in an
Mm.
open relationship until Aaliyah found out about it.
So it wasn't open.
That's the boyfriend. That's the ex-boyfriend. The thing is that Aaliyah didn't know that he was sleeping with the other guy because Aaliyah didn't realize that she wasn't exclusive with him. But that's her fault. If she's all the way in like 15 time zones away and he's only seeing you a couple of times a year for vacation, that's not a real relationship, girl.
Mm.
You are his twink down in Brazil because he can roll like that.
That he's
Because he
taken
also
care
have
of.
his other relationship at home.
Now,
And
is that
Sean said it. Sean said it. I am not going to stay celibate. And I'm only seeing her every few months.
Mm.
well, at
He
least
resigned.
ooh, so now he's bringing her here.
Yeah, I think that was the arrangement, though.
Okay, all right. I was so happy that we didn't see Shekinah and them this time. I really was. I was excited, but
Darker.
But they're next. They're
Did you see what Jody wrote, Debbie? I put it on the
Mhm.
screen.
Mom, wait, okay. So, I don't think I actually know that. Aww, that's too cute. You could go get your own ruby slippers now. Is Aaliyah transgender? I think she identifies as female, but I don't think she's gone all the way with the
No, she hasn't
transition.
gone all the way. She doesn't have the breast, and that's one thing that Sean is worried about, her wanting to get the breast and the full transition. Remember, he was
He
worried
is
about
full
that.
of shit. He is full of shit with that because she's already started. She's got a name. We calling her she. He's calling her she. He's accepted it. He's full of shit.
Debbie, you don't give Sean no slack, do you?
None
No,
whatsoever.
no, because you are funding this transition.
Yes, he is. He's buying all her clothes. Aaliyah doesn't work.
Her wigs, her makeup, her brushes, everything. He is funding her. That is his dependent. And he's bringing her over to the States to marry her. Like, come on, I'm not stupid. Don't sit here and tell me that you're spending all of this money, wasting all of this time, and setting up appointments for the embassy and bringing her over to get married in 90 days. And you are still sitting here, sitting down. Oh my God, Douglas. Shut up. Shut up.
Douglas been gone. Douglas for the coup.
Exactly. Because last season you were crying that Douglas is dead.
Yep. Douglas is no
Don't,
more. It's Aaliyah has now emerged.
yeah.
So I would consider her transgender. Yes, Ryan, I would.
Mhm.
I would consider because she was born a male and she is identifying as female. So she's
Mhm.
transgender.
Okay. I'm not
So
too
you
familiar on
don't
what's
have to have
appropriate
the
or not.
surgery to be transgender.
Yes, I don't understand why they're together if he like. Well, I think he's bisexual because he was with his wife first,
He was
and
with his wife for what,
probably like you
17 years?
said,
How long was he married? 17?
14,
14? Okay.
14. I think 14 years. Yeah, they made it 14 years.
Yep. And he met her
And
at beauty school when he was going for,
mhm.
yeah, okay.
Wouldn't it be funny if they went to Barbizon Beauty School? Oh, that would be epic. So 80s. Anyway, I digress and I'm
I
showing
think
my
they
age.
went to the school of, what is it, Palmer? What's the name of that? The
Paul Mitchell.
guy uh, that
Paul
has all
Mitchell.
the, that
Paul
has the
Mitchell?
beauty products. Is it
Paul Mitchell.
Paul? Who?
Yeah, it
Paul
is
Mitchell.
Lexi. It's Paul Mitchell, yeah.
Paul Mitchell. Yeah, because he
But
had a
that
beauty,
was way after. I
but
think
he
that,
had lots of beauty schools.
yeah, I think they went to Barbizon
Okay,
based on
so
their hair.
Snuggles said that Snuggles said Sean is openly gay. Well, we know he's gay. He's definitely openly, so he's not bisexual. Okay.
Vidal
That's
Sassoon.
the name of it.
Oh,
Vidal
Vidal
Sassoon. That's the
Sassoon.
name. Thank you, Ryan. Vidal Sassoon. That's the name of it. Because with
Mm.
that hair, it was it 70s, 80s? Uh
I thought
yeah.
that was
All
80s.
all the layers.
The
Because they look like
teasing, the
Duran Duran.
Aquanet. I was smelling Aquanet looking at that picture. Mm.
They look like Duran Duran. I did. I thought
If you
about
lit a cigarette, you would have blew up. Mm.
Oh, damn.
that.
Damn.
But
Debbie.
you remember, like I remember people in high school with that whole big pink can of
Yeah,
Aquanet
but
in their book
hairspray doesn't
bag.
work on my hair. It does. My mother used to spray my hair. Didn't matter. I walk out there, the shit is flying. Hairspray never worked for me ever, ever.
Mm-mm-mm.
And my mother used to use like setting lotion on her hair to, so her curls can last longer. My mother hair is baby fine, right? Girl, I'd be like, where your curls at? None of that shit works. None of it works. But Aquanet, I used to try that. I used to try to spray my hair because it flies. I can't stand it. Nope. So I used to comb well, once I comb my hair in the morning, that's it. I'm not carrying a comb, brush, nothing else. I don't give a shit. Let it go. I'll just take a clip and clip it up. So that's what I do. Oh, Paul Mitchell still has schools in Illinois. I wonder if that's where the dropout went. No, let me stop. Okay. How you a beauty school and high school dropout? Okay. This was Greece. It was Greece. You know, beauty. I'm sorry. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm so mean. Okay. I just gotta laugh. Okay, so anyway, we have one more couple. Oh, Juan and Juan and Jessica. Juan and Jessica. Torrington, Wyoming. Juan and Jessica. Yes, I said Jessica because that's the way Juan calls her name. Okay.
So tell me why Jessica's friend was so vested in his personal life.
That's
And
what
he
I
was
want to
like,
know.
Jessica and I already discussed this. Like, that's none of your business.
See,
That's
Debbie has
between.
to, yeah, see, I'm sorry, Lexi, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. That's and he told her that several times, and then she starts crying when he was like, "Yeah, I slept with that lady, and she knows about it."
Yeah, but Debbie has the backstory on that because Debbie watched him on Love in Paradise.
Mm.
I look, she is too invested. Either Jessica is a
Either she,
coward and uses Megan as her mouthpiece, or Megan got a thing for Jessica.
I was thinking Megan had a thing for Jessica.
okay,
That's what I was
But
thinking.
it's
Because, first
messy.
of all, if Jessica still brought Juan over here and she already knew about him sleeping with that woman, what business is it of Megan's?
correct,
Thank you.
correct. It was just too much for me. I'm like, who cares? They're past it. Why are you bringing it up?
Especially around everybody. Why bring it up? What are you
But
trying
then
to
it
do?
could have been
Embarrass him or
production.
embarrass her?
But then again, that could have been production bringing up old conversations.
But she looked like she was really emotional.
Yeah, she did. She cried.
Was.
Those were real tears because she got red. She turned 5 shades of red.
But Megan did serve a purpose though, because at the end, he was like, so, Jessica already know. And Jessica chimed in and said, but I was in a bad place too. And Megan said, but you slept with him. And Juan was like, ¿Qué pasó?
What?
What?
So she slept with her ex, but hold on. Did Megan want Juan? Is that it? On the cruise?
Maybe. Because knowing Jessica, she one of
Yes,
them
Snuggle.
messy bitches that go and say, "Oh, he got a long dang-a-lang, and he be drilling out my throat." She be talking about everything that they do. So that's only gonna make Megan want to know, hey, what's down below? What's down south?
Hmm.
What's going on? Don't you like me? You like, what about me?
But can we talk about the way Megan was looking at him? Like he was trying to. Now, Juan has some pretty ass eyes. Did you see
Mhm.
the way she was looking at Juan? I think she may be jealous. Is that her girlfriend that was leaning all behind her? Is that Megan's girlfriend? Or was that other guy, what's his name?
Isn't Megan married?
I
Is she
thought
married to
they were
Ryan
married.
or Chan? Who's she married to?
I don't
I thought they
know.
said she was married. They introduced that girl as a friend.
Yeah, because I thought the couples went on a cruise together. It was Megan, her
Mhm.
ex, her husband, Jessica, and her now ex-husband. They went on a cruise, but Jessica wasn't with the ex-husband, but they all still went on a cruise together. Now, who
Just
is
because
Megan married
Megan
to?
But just because Megan's married doesn't mean that she won't sample from the Juan buffet.
Yo,
Who, who's to say Megan wasn't the first one to pull at Juan? But Juan liked Jessica more than he liked Megan because Megan looked, dried up and
She
hard.
looks homely. She looks really homely.
Well, you're nicer than me.
Well, she looks homely to me. Really, she looks homely. She looks like she can be on. Fuck. Uh, when I saw her face, I thought of a movie. I'm like, you want? Oh, Carrie. She remind me of Carrie. You know when Carrie set the school on fire?
Mm.
They all gonna laugh at you, Carrie.
I'm serious.
They all gonna laugh at you.
Mm-mm.
Why is Riley being?
Riley's been here the whole time.
How y'all not hearing me laughing when this done
I'm
said
sorry.
one birthday? That shit was hilarious.
I'm just
What?
she looks like Carrie. She really does.
She
She's about
looked
to set the
dry.
whole damn fire. What is it? The bar and grill on fire. Firehouse. That's where I got it from. Firehouse Bar and Grill. And when I saw her, I said, "Oh shit, there's Carrie."
Sorry about that.
Carrie, Ryan, Carrie. I did. I thought about
Mm-mm.
Carrie when I saw the way she was looking.
What is this?
And I just don't understand it. And, even before they left the house, Juan said that he really didn't want to be around Megan.
Yeah, he did say that. He was like, she creates tension.
Yep. But he said that from when they was in Colombia during their first season. He said like he didn't understand why she needed to be there because she doesn't like him and she caused strife when he had the issue with the girl. But Megan needed to talk to her friend Jessica and not Juan because Jessica is the one who went and trapped him, got pregnant, and in order to try and keep him away from the other girl that he was sleeping with on the boat.
But didn't wasn't it Megan that contacted that girl?
No, well, the girl reached out to Jessica first, and then I don't know if it was Jessica or Megan who talked to the girl.
Okay. All right. Because I'm trying to remember. I thought when Juan was talking about it when he was still over there in Cali, Colombia, that he said that Megan had overstepped.
Because when they was making breakfast outside, she was coming up to him with the
Yes.
same bullshit questions, asking him who he did, what they did, why, what about her friend. Stop. You was there as the babysitter. Go and get them three ruffians and give them some home training. Go and do what you've been brought on this trip to do. Babysit.
Mm.
Your friend trapped him by getting pregnant. In order to secure him, she got the whole visa situation. She done brought him over here to Cow Dung, USA. Stop talking. It's your friend's responsibility now. She made her bed, let her lie in it. And I
With her
hope
kid.
she cheats on Jessica with Megan.
Okay. Can we talk about the tour to town? Can we just talk?
Okay, I'm waiting to the moment where he ate the bull's balls and he
Yes.
made that face.
Girl, go ahead on. We'll get back to the tour. Go ahead on, Lexi. Go ahead on.
He was like, "This is what shit they eat out here."
And that's coming from Colombia. Okay.
But does it taste good though? I've
I
never
don't
had
know.
one.
They
Judging by his face, it does not.
I
They say it
know.
does. The Rocky Mountain oysters. I remember I was in East Texas in San Angelo, and somebody ordered them. I wouldn't try them just because I know they were balls, but they said they're really good. I wouldn't eat the shit. I don't eat
But
cow's tongue, let alone a cow's balls.
were they like sliced or
Yeah, they
was
were
it
It
the
looked
whole
sliced,
like it was
fat?
sliced. Yeah.
They were sliced. Oh,
but that's saying
I
a lot
don't know.
coming from somebody that's coming from Cali, Colombia, that he's not going to try these balls.
Mm-hmm.
We eat a lot of things. I know Jamaicans like have the
I don't eat chicken feet.
do they?
I like
Oh,
pigtail, pickled pigtails. I
yeah.
put them in my cabbage. I don't eat I don't eat chicken feet. I don't eat a lot of shit.
Yes,
Chitlins and
Wendy.
tripe. I don't eat none of that shit. But the
Oh
eggs
God.
and bananas. So
That
was
was
that really a
disgusting.
banana or was that
It was a banana.
Cowpod. Wait,
plankton?
Drea.
Yeah, because that's what my daughter-in-law eats, those planktons with everything.
It was a banana.
It was a banana. Okay, so she didn't buy the plankton like he probably liked. She gave him a banana.
Well, they're not gonna find that out there.
In Wyoming? No?
No, they're not gonna. I barely find those out here in PA.
Shit, they got planktons all over here. Okay.
I barely find those. Those are the little ones that look like bananas, but you
Scott,
boil them and they're so
yeah.
good.
Scotland says, well, because my daughter-in-law used to fry plankton. Oh my God, they're so good. Scotland says cows doesn't have balls. So maybe they were balls from a bull.
It was bull.
Yeah,
It
It
was a
was bull
yeah.
bull.
balls. Okay. Okay. Cow and
Wait, I'm
cod soup. Oh, cow.
cowpod. That's testicles. Jamaicans eat that. I want to
No,
know
I
if she
don't.
eat it.
No, I
I
don't.
don't eat that either.
Nope,
And
I
then
don't eat chitlin.
they have cow tongue soup as
Mm-mm.
well.
I don't eat chitlin. I don't eat tripe. I don't eat none of that shit. When my uncle did a cow's tongue, and my sister loves it, and it's expensive as shit too. But when he told me what it was, I'm like, no, thank you. And they told me that you got to pull the thing off the tongue. No, thank you.
Miss Heidi
But
said, "Gracias."
no, thank you. When I found out that barbacoa beef taco was actually cow tongue, I stopped eating that shit too. Nope.
Mm-mm.
No, thank you.
Michelle, we do have plátanos. I'm talking about the little ones that look like bananas. That you boil them.
Fig,
Yes.
fig.
Those I barely find them out here, but
Oh, they're
I'll
hard to
find them.
find.
Just not. They're not as common, but I can find plantains easily.
I
But
know
they're
the ones
so
you're talking about,
sweet.
the little nubby ones, the little short ones.
Yeah,
I know the
yeah.
Yeah,
ones you're talking about. Yeah, because
yeah, fig.
you know, y'all need to move to Houston. Flea markets, the grocery stores is all over, but we have those here too. In Spokane, Washington, and I was shocked. Ooh,
Okay.
Jody likes all of that. Okay. Beef
Shut
patties and
up.
chicken is all
Dre,
I
you
live
don't eat
for.
nothing else? Like you don't even do like jerk pork? You don't do the fish, the escovitch fish, nothing?
Ooh, Riley's dad makes a good escovitch.
Oh, yup. Love
I
escovitch.
And
remember
he
Debbie said
taught
she
me how
wanted
to
to
make
come
the
eat it.
curry. Mm.
Ooh, yeah, Debbie said when she saw Raleigh's dad oxtails that time. And I said, that's not enough oxtails to feed me,
No,
let
it was
alone him
curry
and
goat.
Riley.
It was curry goat.
He gave me the curry, the family curry recipe.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that stuff is delicious.
Ooh, I'm
Mm-hmm.
coming. I'm
He
coming.
taught me how to make it. But that old man is slick.
Yeah,
Because the
Raleigh's
first
dad
time,
looks like he can cook, just like my dad. I was watching.
hmm
I said, that old man can cook.
and bake.
Be your stepmommy. Don't worry about it.
He went to the room. He's in the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Riley's stepmother, and I'm gonna be there and tell him, don't. I'll take good care of Daddy. Daddy gonna cook
So I
and
get to say
clean.
Mama Heidi.
Yep, I'll be right there with Daddy. And so I eat goat, but let me tell you, the only goat I will eat is when my dad and them used to do it every year for the 4th of July. They would put it in the ground and they would cook it in the ground every year for the 4th. That's the only goat I have ever had is my dad's goat. I've never tried, I won't eat goat in any restaurants or anything else. But my dad's goat, he would do it every year. Is it Memorial Day or 4th of July? They would dig a pit in the ground and they would cook the goat.
Mm. I love mutton, but only certain people can make mutton for me.
What is this? It's fish head soup with cabbage. What is that called?
Fish head soup.
Honestly, that's what it because one of my mom's boyfriends from a long
Mm-hmm.
time ago, he used to make that shit with the fish head and the cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the hell? It's and Is it called Sauvignon? Because my brother still makes it. You
Oh,
can only
bouillabaisse.
goat cheese. I gotta
No,
ask.
bouillabaisse
No,
has
it's
all
called
sorts of
Coubillon.
different.
Is it Coubillon?
Couillon? I don't know.
I'm gonna have to ask my brother. He still makes that shit. I won't eat it now. Oh damn, she dropped. Make sure she
Can't
comes
eat.
back up.
What? Not in my family. We can name everything, and then you be on the plate tomorrow.
Mm-mm.
I think we're savages.
Yep. So I think they. Well, I know my uncle and them used to do a pig, and that was like
Gee,
Labor Day. But my dad and his brother-in-laws, they will all do. Well, that's dumb because my uncle would
I-
be my dad's brother-in-law, but not that brother-in-law. Uh, look, not that brother-in-law, but they would put it in the ground.
I am so sorry. The dogs jumped on me and
It's
they
okay.
pressed something on my phone.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it's called barbacoa taco. I gotta ask her what it is. But when I found out it was a cow's tongue and that beef was good, I stopped eating that shit. Nope. It was this one place in Houston, right down the street from my house. Every Saturday, they only do it on Saturday mornings, is when they have those tacos. And when I found out what it was, I said, no, thank you. One day he got so upset, Billy lost his family. You talking about a Billy goat? What the hell is Drea talking about?
she named the animals so that she can't eat them.
Oh my God. Billy and Bobby. Well, my grandfather had a cow named Charlie and Betsy, and I didn't eat either one of them after he killed them. Sorry. Couldn't do it, but
Mm.
I would eat the chicken when my grandmother would be at there wringing necks. I would do that, but I
Oh,
could
the
not.
tongue
My
taco
grandmother used
is
to tell me not to name the chickens, and she wring their necks.
When I saw my grandmother do that, the first, oh, is that what it is? Okay, thank you, Ryan. When I saw my grandmother do that to a chicken, I think I was 6 years old, and I was like frozen. And I do remember my mom told me I peed on myself. Yep, but there's nothing better than fresh fried chicken. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
fresh fried chicken. It has a whole different taste. I'm serious. And I never forget my grandfather had rabbits and my brother had this favorite rabbit. I would never forget. I went in the house. I said, Papa, what you cooking? He said, I'm making rabbit stew. I said, oh, you are? I said, okay. So my brother was outside and then we just heard him crying and he was looking for his rabbit. I was such a mean big sister. I said, I think you better go in the house and talk to Papa. I said, I think your rabbit might be in the pot. I damn sure did. I didn't like my little brother. He cried all the time. But yeah, he would do turtle soup, rabbit stew. Shit, girl. Papa should do all kind of shit.
fresh
Yep.
chicken
Fresh
skin.
chicken is good. I don't know if they stink or not. I just know by the time my grandmother did what she did, plucked and you wouldn't have them little feathers that you buy in the store either. That shit would never be on that chicken. She would wash it with vinegar and all this other shit. I I don't know, but it didn't stink to me. Not at all. Not when Jeanette was cooking it. No, no, no. Uh
Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Granny used to cook squirrel brains with eggs. Oh,
Shit, my brother used to eat squirrel, robin. They would kill robins, with the BB guns and pellet guns. It would take 5 or 6 of them just to make them a meal. Him and his little friends, fried robin. Girl, I'll be laughing. My brother would eat. He eats armadillos. Even right now, he used to call me and go on Hirsch Road to pick up an armadillo. Is only certain times a year. Then he would tell me to look at the feet because they got to leave the feet on to make sure what. And I would like, oh yeah, okay. I would get it and bring it to his house. I said, don't ever ask me to do this anymore because I can't stand looking at them damn things. But they have to leave the feet on. And then the turtles, what is it, box turtles, whatever. He brought a turtle back from snapping turtle, brought it back from Louisiana, fed it for like a month and a half, and then killed it.
Damn.
Cleaned it all out. Yep, my brother is Dan. I used to call him the Black Daniel Boone. He likes all that shit. I went in and one day he had made a possum. Was it armadillo possum? I went in the kitchen and I thought it was chicken, stewed chicken. It is. So I'm just eating and I said, "Oh my God, this gravy is delicious." And my sister-in-law told me what it was. I said, "You motherfucker." She goes, "Stop going in my kitchen." Shit. She goes, "That's your brother." Yeah. And she told me what it was. I said, "No, thank you." Mm-mm. No, no, no. I won't go in that. And I haven't did that since. I would just go in the house, go in the kitchen and see what he's cooking. He just take, I'd be in there, this is good. No, I think it was possum. I think it was a possum or an armadillo. He eats all that shit. I don't eat none of that. He goes get a wild hog out of Winnie, Texas, every year. No, they're Louisiana. Look, I'm from Louisiana. I don't eat all that shit. They do. And my sister and them didn't start eating chitterlings and tripe until we moved to Texas. My grandmother never cooked that shit. Never. My mother never cooked that. All of a sudden, they're eating this shit in Texas because their friend's mom was cooking. I went in, I said, "What is that funky smell?" Then when I got older, if it smells like that, the chitterlings aren't clean. Stop eating that shit unless it's clean. Okay. Can we finish on Jessica and Juan? Anything else we want to? Oh, I want to talk about the tour of the town with the cow shit and how Juan was acting like he was doing a commercial to come to Torrington, Wyoming. She's not taking into consideration Juan's feelings about she's trying to equate living in Torrington to him being on a cruise ship. And that's not fair to him.
Well, she can't even compare where she at now to where he lives in Colombia.
That's true. I was about to say, what do you think, Lexi? And she dropped again. I mean, but Debbie, there
Oh
is
no,
really
wait,
no
I'm thinking.
comparison.
Here we go.
So what do you think, Lexi? Lexi?
Wait, she dropped again.
Okay. So it was, I don't know. I don't see this working, Debbie. What do you think?
Um, I think she needs to accept that he's made a huge
Huge.
concession,
Yeah.
giving up his good paying job, to come there and live in a city or town that even her children think ain't nothing better than shit.
But what
Um,
girl did you see his nose when he said, "What is that smell?"
Listen, he got to get used to that, but I would not have taken him on a sightseeing tour because it's disappointing. I would have honestly like did Netflix and chill and fucked him until he was senseless. So
But
he won't remember where he at.
he
Wow.
said it was
I
one
just wa-
theater, Lexi, one theater with all old movies playing.
I don't know what I missed, but for some reason, and I meant to tell you, Miss Heidi, last week happened too, where it just mutes and it kicks me out.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened to you.
Yeah, I don't
But
know,
what
but
did
what
you think about the
talking
tour?
about it,
What do you think about the tour that Jessica took Juan on?
the one block tour
Yes.
and made him dress up for a dive bar. Um, what? I'm okay.
I didn't see nothing wrong with either one of those shirts that Juan put on. Did anybody have a problem? I think that green shirt, that green and white shirt was nice. That blue shirt just looked
It
She
plain.
was
can't have
nice.
him looking too good.
It was nicer than what everybody else was wearing at that bar.
Yeah, she can't have him looking too good because all the women and some of the men might want him.
But she was talking to him like he was a child. No, not that shirt. No,
Not that.
I'm like,
Don't
what's wrong with his shirt?
don't wear white, and I'm like, why not? He wants to wear white. Let him wear white.
what are you doing? And
And
but
he's like, "What's a dive bar?" She says, "A hole in the wall." He's like, "What's
what's a
that?"
hole in the wall? Like the whole town, a dive.
It's dive. It smells like cow shit
But
everywhere.
Juan did a commercial for Torrington, Wyoming. He goes, I applaud. Come join me here, girl. I was done. I was done.
He's saying, "Come join me here," because he doesn't want to be alone in misery.
How long was that tour?
3 minutes.
And she was talking about on the weekends, the farmers. No, that was in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. When that tour was bad too. I'm like, Hattiesburg
Michelle,
has a
if
nice
she can't
downtown
trust him
area.
there, he can't trust him anywhere. If she can't trust him in that little town, she can't trust him anywhere. That's a problem.
Juan is a good looking man.
Yeah.
And I do believe, I'm going to be like Debbie. She trapped him.
Yeah.
I want him to get a job as a bartender at the local bar.
Oh, she would be there
All the
every
tips.
night.
He'll get all the tips.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's my question. She went upstairs and made breakfast, came back downstairs. Where were the kids? Who had the kids when he went out? Who's living in that house with her?
The
Michelle.
daddy,
No, not Michelle. What was the friend's name? What's the friend's name?
Megan.
Megan. That's who lives there.
No.
I
No,
don't know.
because he would have
Like,
saw Megan already. Because she's living down in the basement.
She lives in that house. When they were on in previous seasons, Ryan, help me with this. I
Yes.
swear she was living on the main floor.
Yes. So somebody else is living upstairs now.
Ain't nobody else living upstairs. They are filming downstairs, making it look like they all sleeping on top of each other, no privacy, all of that bullshit. He did not come all the way from Cali or a good cruise ship to be sleeping with her cheering. I'm sorry. This is a faulty storyline. That woman lived in her whole entire house in previous seasons. Now all of a sudden I'm supposed to believe that she's a basement bitch? Give me a break.
She's a bottom bitch. Okay. Hi, not my real name. That shit don't make no sense to me. And I'm sure there are bedrooms upstairs. Why are you down in the basement?
It's part of their storyline because he's supposed to be the hot and horny Latino
Mm.
and can't keep it in his pants, and the kids are cock blockers.
Well, Juan can get it. Okay. Juan can definitely get it. His eyes alone can get it. Okay. He can get it.
Is
Now,
it?
I don't see him with her. I really don't. And I think it's because of the baby that he's there. She's not going to hold him with that baby.
without the baby, you mean?
Well, no, I don't think she's going to hold him with the baby either. He wants to be in his child's life, but I don't think he's going to be able to adjust to living in Torrington, Wyoming,
No.
and be with her and her jealousy. But he knew this before he came. So
And
he
Megan's
sacrificed a
jealousy.
lot. He
She's
sacrificed a
using
lot.
his,
He gave up a
she's,
lot.
she's using his issues with his dad against him.
But his dad died.
Right. And he knows what it's like for a child not to grow up
Yes.
with a
You know what, Debbie? I forgot about that. He said until he was
Mhm.
8 years old, he lived a really good life. And then after his dad died, his mom, well, brother had to go to work. His mom, you know what? Maybe she is doing that.
Yeah, she is. And she knows he's a semi-decent guy, you
Is there
know.
is there a Latino community in Torrington, Wyoming?
Well, they
If
have
they have
more
dairy farms,
Mexican
yeah.
restaurants. They had
If
6
they
total restaurants and 3 were Mexican.
That means that there's a lot of um, um, immigrants
And
working
that
the
means
dairy
she's not
farm.
going to let him out of her sight. But she slept with her ex. Juan didn't know that. We're going to find out how he handles that now. I think that's when he says that this isn't going to work. Is that next week he's going to say that?
Lord have mercy, a breakdown in 3 episodes?
You remember? Because he said, why don't I call my ex? You remember that? And then he said, this isn't going to work.
If he had said that to me, why don't I call my ex? I'd have been like, bitch, which one? Let me get on speed dial because I've been talking to all of them. That's going to be messy. And how did he not know that? And why is your best friend Megan spilling your business?
Because she wanted him to feel guilty about sleeping with that other woman, even though she herself said they weren't in a good place. So why didn't you tell Juan after you found out about him sleeping with that woman? Why didn't she then tell Juan about her sleeping with this other guy?
Because she was holding that over his head. Remember, did you see when they was in the bathroom and they were talking about it and stuff like that? She was really trying to get him to admit. He never admitted on that season that he
I didn't
slept with
watch
that
Love in
girl.
Paradise. I have to watch it. I have to
I
watch your
know.
season.
Sorry, but look, I was pissed off because when there's several of their interactions made me believe that she trapped him with that pregnancy
She did.
to keep him. And it was like she went from being angry about this supposed cheating with this other woman that contacted her on social media to being ever so happy at this pregnancy.
I
And
don't
he
think
was
that
like
woman
shell
contacted
shocked.
her. I think she was anybody that he was following, she was contacting.
Hmm.
Oh,
I don't think
interesting.
she contacted her. I think she was seeing who he started following and she started contacting. Same thing Danielle was doing to Johan. Remember?
Contacting the women.
Yep.
That's some
These
real
people got a
insecure
lot of
shit.
time on their hands.
A lot.
I know, like, don't they have jobs? Like,
And
how
that's
do you
some
find the
real
time to do
insecure
this?
shit too.
That's what I believe happened.
That's
You
that's
never thought about that,
stalkerish.
Debbie?
But no, because I don't do that.
Hi, ladies of I Talk. And that's what
Lady.
he's there for. He's got easy puss, sorry, easy puss,
Mhm.
and his child is there. He doesn't have to be trying to seduce, which he won't have a problem seducing women on a cruise, but he doesn't have to do all of that if it's right there with him.
Right.
But he if he decides that he doesn't like it, he could always pick back up another cruise contract and go out for like 6 or 12 months.
So why can't he still work for a cruise ship?
Because she's not gonna like that. That's
She,
at the very minimum a 6 month commitment. You
she is
just
not.
don't go out on one cruise and then you're done. You're there for a few months.
Now,
Huh.
don't cruise lines allow the employee family to stay with them while they're working?
Not the ones that pick up Barbados employees, because they just one of the cruise lines just published in Barbados for interviews, coming for interviews for one of the cruise lines. So like you go on there, it's just you and you work. You work like a dog. You get I think you get one full day off. Not every port of call you can go off. Like it's real restrictive.
Okay. I thought you can, if you work in one and you're married, you can have your spouse. Like I thought I read that somewhere. And
Mm,
but if your family stays with you, they don't have the same privileges as a guest. It's like
mm.
you can like I think I read that somewhere. It's more
Hmm.
limited, but you still on the cruise?
I'm going to work on a cruise ship. Shit.
It's hard work.
I don't care. Well, hold on a second. You said hard work. So does that mean I really have to work?
Yeah.
So
And
I
it's
just can't sit
long
in an
hours.
office and tell other people what to do?
Unless you're the captain.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to like
Look,
that.
the workers that I know that do the cruise ship contracts, they're not like captain or anything like that. They are either housekeepers or they are wait staff or bartenders.
I'm gonna look it up because I'm almost positive I read that somewhere.
You're almost positive you read what, baby?
That
Yeah, a
that
lot
that
of
that there are cruise lines that allow your family to cruise with you if you're
I
working.
thought so too. I really did.
then their entire paycheck will be paying for the families to be with them because most of the people that I know that have worked cruise lines, they set up for their checks to like half or most of their checks to go back home to support their families. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up because I'm almost positive I read that now your family doesn't get the same privilege as a guest. So it's not like you're gonna be there with the all you can eat, you know.
Right, but whatever money that you're making as a worker on the ship, it defeats the purpose of that because the cruise, if they let your family come on, they're taking away your wages to pay for your family to be there
Okay.
because you're taking up a space that a worker could be in.
Now, see, and when I read, because this was a few months ago, I thought of it like the airline industry. When if you work for
Mhm.
the airline, your certain family members get to fly for free.
Well, that's a different thing. Like, I'm sure that they can get discounts on cruises, but to say, like, my husband's going on the cruise to be a bartender and me and the kids are coming along too, no. Like,
Hmm.
we can take a cruise. I'm not sure if they can go on the same cruise that the person is working on, but if they go into work, they just want Joe to show up and work.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Either way, she's not gonna let him go back to work, but I'm sure he's itching to go back to work. He's like,
He's itching to
it's
get away from her and them damn kids.
he
Well, not the kids, those
her.
two little badass boys.
And
Look,
he
he,
said it. He gets off of a boat and he has tons of restaurants to choose from. That
but
in
not only
Torrington
that,
there are six.
don't you get the impression that Juan is a guy that likes to know that he is occupied, like he is working, he is hustling, he, the side benefit is pussy, but he is making a living. He's providing for himself and probably his family. I don't think it's going to sit very well with him sitting down there all day smelling shit.
And eating bull bowls.
Right.
I get
Like,
it. I get it.
yeah,
No, and the diversity, and this is the, if I'm not mistaken, the second episode that he mentions diversity. Because
yeah, yeah.
he mentioned that in another episode, and then in tonight's or yesterday's, whatever that episode was, he said, he gets off at a port, and he has 1,000 restaurants to choose from.
Yep, that's what he said.
In 1 week, he'll burn through every restaurant in that town.
In one night.
In one, well, I mean, if there's six in that town, in a week he's done.
Mm-mm-mm. He's not going to like none of that food.
No, the man's
Mm-mm.
Hispanic. He likes flavor.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
I'm
It's
just
just
done with these people.
food.
Look, I'm not done, but Juan and Jessica have problems. Okay, they have problems, and Jessica is the problem, and them two little badass boys,
And Megan is a problem.
and Megan is a problem. But Jessica has lied to Juan. And Juan is not going to take this sitting down.
Nope. That's going to be interesting when it comes out.
Well, it's coming. It already came out. We just got to see the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, that's we covered everybody, didn't we? Yep, we got them all.
Yeah, because Shekinah's next week.
Oh God.
Yay, Sarper.
Oh God.
Why is it in that clip he sounded like a caveman to me?
He did.
I was like, what the hell?
He did.
He
I
sounded
don't
like
know. Maybe he just got too Hollywoody. I don't know.
A source said, "This is so sad."
Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention that. The reason why Gene Hackman, they said, didn't call for help when his wife died, they said he didn't have a cell phone. I think it was dementia, and he didn't know.
Yeah.
I think it was dementia.
And he died a few days later, right?
Yep, he died after her
And then the dog died.
from starvation.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Yep, so, but Jasmine is doing a whole lot of talking about Gino's uncle. Jasmine better shut up. Even though Uncle Marco got arrested for DWI, she better shut up because Uncle
Mm,
Marco don't like her. I like Juan. Told you, Juan can get it. Shit, like Juan. All right, that's all I have. Uh yeah, that's all I have.
yeah,
Anybody else?
it was
Anybody
decent.
else? We've been on now for 2.5 hours. Well, almost 2 hours. And do we have anything else?
Mm-mm.
No, I think we
Lexi,
got
I mean, you have anything else you want to add about this past week? But this past week?
I no. I mean, I still think the thruple's fake. Mark and Mina, they're gonna struggle, but I think they'll make it through. Um, who else was on there? The daughter, she needs to mind her own business. Let her daddy live. Um, who else with Jessica and Juan? Jessica's gonna fuck all that up.
Okay.
Uh, the what's the name of the Iranian
Madi and Stevie.
and I've been saying it from the beginning. She's gonna mess that up.
Yep, you have.
She's gonna, she's gonna mess that up. Joan and Greg, the mother's gonna fuck that up if they didn't make it. It's gonna be the
You
mother.
know what? I'm thinking Joan
'Cause
might be,
they're
I
gonna
think
cry.
she might go back to Uganda.
Yeah, she says some stuff in this episode that made me think this lady is not gonna put up with a lot.
No, and she's not. And you can see it. She's biting her tongue because she's trying to be respectful because they're taught to respect their elders. But
Mhm.
this lady is pushing that envelope. She's pushing that button, and I can see it in her. But when they were in that grocery store, did you notice her eyes were yellow? It's like her eyes had some type of jaundice. Did you
Yeah,
notice
I
that?
did that. I did.
I was like, her eyes got a yellow hue to it.
I did notice that.
She probably got allergies to that fucking dog.
No, but they're
Really?
yellow. It's like a yellow hue.
Mm.
I
Go
did
back
know.
and look at her eyes, Debbie. Her eyes, when he asked her was she crying, she's got a yellow, not like everybody has white eyeballs. They're like a
Hmm.
yellow hue. And that's a sign of jaundice.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that a
I don't know.
vitamin?
I know y'all think like his mom is gonna play the major role in it, but based on that grocery store visit, when he told her that he decided not to take the job because it wasn't his passion, I
Hmm.
think that was a big crack for her.
Yeah.
She
You
said
could
we
see it
need the
on her
money.
face.
Yep.
We need the money.
Hmm.
And she said, don't look to me. Maybe he's thinking because she knows that she has money that she's going to be doing all of this or she's going to be putting out, but that's probably her nest egg.
Probably.
Mm. I
or
really wonder
or
why
her.
she came
Yeah,
here. I question what her motivation was to come here with this man. I feel it's more for her NGO than it is for him. Because
really.
I don't see any chemistry between the two of them.
Hmm.
Well, that I didn't see. You're right. He was, she was holding his hand and she was playing with that little scrap of hair on his head. But yeah, Debbie, you might be right about that.
But then again, I don't know culturally. Do they show PDA out there in Uganda? Is that a
Well,
thing?
if we look at Niles and Matilda, she was definitely showing PDA.
I
But
didn't
that
watch.
was from Ghana.
I know, but that's not that far off.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
So maybe they have an agreement that he gets her here, she gets a green card, and that'll help her nonprofit. I don't know. But her wanting him to have a job, uh, well, why didn't he tell her before she left? He turned that job down. Just like he didn't tell her, well, supposedly the conversation about them sleeping in separate rooms when she was in the air. I'm sure that conversation happened before then as well. But he
Yeah,
didn't tell her because she
yeah.
said she would have never come.
Production always, and this is just personal experience. They do that. They do that.
But
They do purposely try to pin you against another person. They do bring up situations that might have been old or
Well,
might have already
Mama is
been
not acting. Okay, Mama is not acting.
no,
It's
mama
written all over her face.
mama has a lot of biases.
Yep, it's written all over her face. She's not acting. And I know Joan is trying to be respectful. And when she said, well, she goes, yes, for now. And she looked at Greg, meaning you better hurry up and get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So he's not working, but he brings all the groceries to the house. Is that from him baking and touching everybody's damn bread? I'm
mm,
sorry.
He carries his own soul.
I can't. I can't with him. I'm gonna need Riley to get on his scooter and go pay him a visit.
Maybe I could provide Riley with a Metro card.
Yeah, look, he already by the train station. Tell him to go to Long Island and visit that hair. You know what? I can see him having hair all over his back too. I just
Ew,
see him.
ew, ew. I
I
hate
can
that.
see him having
Ew,
hair all over his back
ew.
because he doesn't
ooh,
have
and
none
hairy
on his head.
nipples.
I can see him having hair on his back.
I can't stand hairy men. I don't know. They're disgusting to me.
I'm
Ew.
serious. I see him with hair on his back. I pictured him with hair on his back. I don't know why. I want to see him with no shirt off. I mean, with no shirt
Why?
on.
You know what,
Why? Ugh. Mm-mm.
Debbie? I
Mm.
do think that Joan does want traditional gender roles. I
Yeah, I think the job is a
I
big
could
thing
see
for
that.
her. Mm-hmm.
I could totally see that.
I like the way how her face had looked when she
Yep.
heard he turned down a job.
Yeah.
Like if it was like that's not normal for her where she come from. It's like if you get a job, you go and you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you do it to the best of your ability. And for him to have the luxury of turning down a job, it did not compute for her.
It didn't
She didn't
register.
understand that concept.
His mother didn't understand that concept. She said, "You turned down a state job."
Yeah.
But for different reasons though. Like I think me and the mother is more in line in what we thinking because a state job, y'all know how I feel about government jobs. Like ask Riley. I repeated it enough to him.
Yep.
But like and then like when jobs are few and far between, you don't have the luxury of turning down something. So I don't think she quite understood like and that old bullshit about it's not my passion. It's not my Go get the job and work.
Work towards your passion. Work to get what you want.
As my
Right.
mother said, fuck your passion and go and get a paycheck.
Well,
I don't know. It's crazy.
he doesn't pay any bills. All he
He
does is
doesn't
bring
have
food in the
time.
house. He doesn't pay
When
for
Which
she eats,
anything.
she turn around and eat.
We gonna see how this work. But Joan, girl, if
Mhm.
you watching, which I know you're not, you can always come to me. You can come
but
to me.
Wendy's front yard, you don't have to be a housewife to want traditional gender roles. You could still,
He's
I mean,
supposed to be the provider.
right. It's not about housewife and, someone who goes work. It's
Mhm.
more like we all have our roles within the household, and we
I
respect
wonder.
respect the rank almost, like I like
Right,
to think I enjoy a traditional relationship, with the traditional gender roles. But we also know we complement each other. I don't cook, he cooks. And if you think traditional gender roles, I should be cooking every night. Fuck no. He
Yeah,
cooks.
look, Lexi, he should be cooking. You got him out the train station. You gave him a place to stay. He needs
No.
to be thankful. Shit.
No, but what I'm saying is I also respect that he's the man of the house.
Yep. Oh
You know,
Lord,
do
I
you
hope he
think
didn't
she
hear that. Look, I
lost?
hope he didn't hear that.
he's
Wait a minute.
in the other room
Do
right now.
you
Okay.
do you guys think she lost a little respect for him because he's not employed and then turning down employment?
Yes, because the men over in Uganda, they do everything to support their families. That's what she's
Mm.
used to.
And
Right.
probably that's why she said, "Not my money."
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
She
She's
probably
used to
has
that.
that money available to her in case this goes south and she needs to bail
She
herself
goes
out.
back.
That's what I said.
Yep.
She has money. That's her money. And he probably knows she has it. But she said, don't look to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I understood that. She's used to, I mean, you look at all these men, they're out there at the market, they're fishing, they're doing whatever they have to take care of their families.
Correct.
And he brought her over here, and then she finds out they're going to have to stay with his mom for a year and a half, and he turned down a job, a guaranteed job.
But it seems like he keeps on extending how long he's gonna have to stay at the mother's house, though,
Yeah,
because I
first he
think
said
it
a
went
year,
from
well, a
six
few
months
months,
to
then a
two
year,
years.
now a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I think mama needs to set some boundaries and a move out date, period.
Yeah.
Mom should have never permitted him to bring a woman up in there if he ain't pulling his own weight. Don't tell me nothing about I'm bringing home food and then turning around and eating it all myself.
Yep. You're not
Or
helping her pay any bills. But yet he has a car. Is that her car or his car?
who's
That's
paying the
probably
insurance?
mom's fault.
I don't know who's paying the insurance. Probably her. Because there are two cars
Mhm.
in the driveway.
He should be paying the water bill so that Joan can take all the showers she wants.
But did you look at him when she was talking about the heating, about the heat bill? It was like it didn't concern him.
Because he don't pay no bills up in there. He don't care.
Yep, and she's talking about a budget and planning for the future. He didn't comprehend anything she was saying.
She's an adult. He's not.
At 26, she's an adult. And I'm telling you, that's a hard ass 35 for Greg.
Mm.
He's 35. That's a
Mm.
hard ass 35 for him. So, Lord, this is the couple I'm gonna keep my eye on. And Maddie, Mahadi, and Stevie, those two, I'm gonna keep my eye.
I really feel bad for him. I really do. You could see the hurt.
He was hurt. He
And
was
you
hurt.
and I'm going to stick to what I said for the that first episode.
She's gonna fuck it up.
Yep. Yep.
Uh-oh, he said, because it don't concern him, Lucille. Yes, she has let this go on. He has been a
Mm-hmm.
man in the house, meaning just a man, not the man. But I don't know if her
He's
husband's
been a
deceased
boy
or
in the
divorced or
house.
whatever.
He's a
Yeah,
boy.
he's a
He's a
boy. He's
boy
not a
in the
man.
house. Yeah. Because if
Nope.
he was a man, he would have stepped up and took over, like let his mother kick back. He'd have been doing the lawn. He'd been cleaning the pool. He'd have been paying. Well, they probably paid off on the house, so he'd be paying, like Lexi said, the utilities. He'd be like, "Mom, I got this."
Mm-hmm.
So we need Riley and you to go pick up Joan, take her to PA so she can see, and introduce her to a man and not a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go pick her up because he's, he looks like a big hairy as baboon to me.
I
Um,
can't.
he's got more hair on his back than he has on his head. I can guarantee
I
you
can't
that.
believe you put that
I'm
image in
telling you,
my
he
head.
does.
I can't believe you put that image in my head.
I want to see him in shorts. If his legs are hairy as shit, so is his back. Okay,
No, no, no. I
he
can't
doesn't
see.
have hair on his head; it's all on his back. It just he combed it all, and it just implanted itself in his back.
Ryan, you are so right. I mean, there's some of these couples I do fall asleep a little bit, and I have to like rewind.
Yeah, because I actually missed the whole thing with them taking a tour of New Orleans because that's how bored I was. I said, it's my hometown. He took offense with some of this stuff on Bourbon Street. I missed all of that. I was like, oh shit, that was last week, huh? I missed that part.
Yeah.
She's boring. She's boring. And there's something she's hiding from him, not just the dad stuff. I feel she's hiding something else. Because my question is, why couldn't you find a man in Hattiesburg or New Orleans or anywhere in that vicinity?
Because she got a lot of negatives.
Something is going on with her. Exactly. Something is going on with her. So was she married? Did she ever say she was married before?
I don't remember hearing that,
No, I
but
don't
I
remember. But
listened
she
to
didn't take
everything.
into consideration the cats. She didn't take into consideration his religion with all the boob shit around the house, with him half naked on the thing. And then she's laughing because there's boobs right behind that. She didn't take none of that into consideration about this man's religion and what
None
his beliefs are.
his beliefs, his culture, she didn't
Yep,
take
none of it.
any of it into consideration. And that's what's wrong with actually, let me rephrase, with many of the Americans on this show.
Yep,
Not all.
yep. They don't take the time to look, to
To
understand,
learn.
to comprehend, or to learn. Exactly. Exactly. So, with that being said, guys, I need to. Oh, it's 7:09 for me, and I know it's 10:09 for you guys.
Mhm.
I have to go, but I will be live in the. She's hiding. You think she's bisexual? That's what he said.
But he
I
did
think
say
that's
that,
the
and he did
storyline.
say that would crush him.
Yep.
But
He
then,
said
if he's suspecting that, why did he come? Well, other than to get out of Iran.
get out of Iran.
I don't know, but we'll find out. We will find out. But anyway, I'm going. I need to get something to eat and I need to take me a hot bubble bath. I'm sorry. I pay my own bills here, okay? So I had a bath this morning. I've been out and did some stuff, uh, which I only took the trash out and walked to the mailbox, but still I need to take a bath before I get back in my clean sheets. So
Listen, you. I am just like you, and I can't leave the house in the morning without a shower. I just feel like I didn't wake up. Like I'm not.
okay, not my real name.
And then in the evenings, it's like, how do you get back into them sheets all dirty? Come on. I did not
Yep.
understand feel on that one.
You know what? I was supposed to be sending Reza a message on IG. A matter of fact, I'm gonna contact Monica and have Monica to ask him if he knows Mahadi. Mahadi. I'm gonna ask Monica to ask him because I'm sure he gets a lot of messages on IG too. I'll just get Monica to ask him.
Wendy's front yard. Did the dad really say that?
Yeah, it's gonna be in next week's.
Oh, it was in the preview.
No, no. He had asked her when she went to talk to him if she had met a man or a woman. He did ask her that when she went to the garage.
Oh.
He did ask her that. She said she was seeing somebody. He said a man or a woman. That's what he said.
Mm. 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 Mm.
But he did say that she had brought up something like that before. And he said if he finds out that she's bisexual, he won't be able to do this.
Marty,
Well,
the
that
uh, her fiance, he said he won't be able to do it if he finds out she's bisexual.
Yes, all about the tea, Monica.
well,
That
that would mean
Monica
that
Scott.
he's asked her that before, isn't it?
Huh?
Well, that would mean that he's asked her about it before.
He said that she said something about it before or something about a I guess when she was teaching him and stuff, they were just having conversations. Maybe she mentioned that she had been with a woman before or something. I don't know, but he did say that uh on the episode last night.
Mm.
Yes,
Hmm.
Scotland, I do know Monica. I know Monica very well, all about the tea. And now she does the Vault podcast with Amir. And he's the stylist to the stars. Well, hairstylist to the stars. Oh, shit. He might know our friend, you know, Sean. Because Amir's in West Hollywood. He used to do the stuff for Vanderpump Rules and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Oh, you live, yes, you do live north of Mississippi and Hattiesburg, south of me. Yes. Okay. She has her own website. It's called the Vault Podcast. But she was thinking about coming back and doing like I forgot what season it was. Every once in a while she posts things on YouTube. But she is doing great on the Vault. She and Amir, and they're interviewing all of these Bravo and TLC stars, which is the people that was feeding her all of this information anyway. So I don't know. Lexi, I don't know if you watch like the Real Housewives or all these shows on Bravo. It says
No.
all about the tea. That's Monica.
No. Oh, guess what I got Riley to watch one episode of?
What?
Traders.
Girl, is it good?
We got him to watch the first episode of season 2.
He
And
needs to.
he said, now I understand why Miss Heidi wants me to go on this.
Yes. So let me tell y'all right now, I watched season 3 of Australia in a day and a half. It was the bomb. Not, I mean, of the UK. Season 3 is out now. I watched it in a day and a half. Riley would be good on Traders.
Mm-hmm.
He
Except some
would.
of the challenges would kick his ass, but
Yeah, the
yeah.
challenges, but then he can pick if he wants to do this or that. But Riley would be good on Traders.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I was happy Danielle got booted to that bitch. Can't stand her. But she lasted eight round tables. But Riley, I'm telling you, when I was watching, I said, "Oh my God, Riley needs to go on this show." You know who else needs to go on it? Kelly would be good on it too. They've had a few detectives in the UK and in Australia. They've had detectives on as well, high-ranking detectives. Kelly would be good. Him and Riley should go together.
Hmm.
Season 3 was good to me. But yeah, but season 1 was my favorite too. Of the UK one. But Australia doesn't have a season 3 yet. That's out. So we'll see. But a lot of Bravo and TLC, well, and Bravo, Survivor. I don't know what channel Survivor is on, and all of them, and Big Brother. I don't know. Is that Bravo?
Thought
'Cause
that was CBS.
okay, because they have a lot of those stars on there. Yep, Brittany did the same thing to her. That's what I understand. And oh well, she needed to go because she got too damn cocky. Oh, we need to have 90-day traders. You know what?
That'd be good.
I think Ronnie need to come up with that concept. I wish Cooch do a YouTube traders. I'm serious. That would be a good game to play. I want to play traders. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit her on IG and see if she's come up with how she's gonna do this because I want to play traders. And I'm not even gonna be a trader. I'm gonna be a faithful. So anyway, guys, I gotta go. Lexi, sweetie, thank you so much. I'm glad. So are you enjoying watching the show and commentating on it?
Yeah, I am.
Lexi?
I am. I am. Hello?
Okay. Yep,
You
okay.
can't
You know
hear me?
what? I Yes, guess who? I gotta get back with Cynthia sent me a message the other day. I guess she's ready because her suit with Molly is settled and everything. So I don't know if you watched Cynthia's season with Molly and all of them, but Cynthia
No.
is a blast. I think
No, but I've spoken to Cynthia.
you and Cynthia would get along great.
We do. I've spoken to her a few times.
Yep.
She
And
actually fitted me,
she
and
she fitted me as well. Well, she and Molly did their first season. I had a virtual fitting.
yeah, I had a virtual fitting with Cynthia, and I bought the ones that she recommended,
Yep.
and I'm like, I didn't know I was this big. Most comfortable bras I own are the ones that she recommended.
Yep, she is really, really good. But and she and Kelly was supposed to be well, they did start the channel, but they just haven't done anything on the channel yet.
Yeah, no, I like Cynthia. I really do.
Thank you, Chip. But and thank you so much. I appreciate it. But anyway, guys, I really, really need to go. I really appreciate you guys. Debbie, any final words about tonight's or last night's episode?
No, everything's all
Okay.
right.
All right.
She
I
says,
love you
I
guys. I will be here tomorrow morning. I'm going to do a morning live and we have some stuff to discuss. P. Diddy, of course, is on the menu. He's got a new financial lawsuit. Oh my God, it's just getting better and better.
okay.
The deal is going. Look, he's going. They've added new indictments, new charges on P. Diddy. Money laundering. I told you it was going to be more shit coming.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you. There are more charges for him. So
Thank
we're
you.
we'll definitely discuss all of that. But I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. And it'll be in the morning. Probably 6:30. I'll talk at you guys later. Good night,
Bye. Good
everybody.
night.
Bye.
Bye. I'm playing us
Bye.
out. And thank you so much again, Chip.